Land grabbing allegations. He is a good man. Nigerians lack compliance. Tinubu backs Wike. I tell you now, he said he has responded to all the calls that Wike should be sacked. Wike should be this. Tinubu will be the last person to sack Wike because what is Wike is doing is exactly what he wants Wike to do. They are both aligned and they are team members and they are they are working together. I'm telling you. So now to all those Nigerians and everyone, seeing that Wike actually is overstepping his bounds and calling for his removal, this has proven that Tinubu will be the last person to remove Wike from office because to him he's doing well. I'm telling you. Where to the rest of us Nigerians, Wike has overstepped his bounds. But yes, this is a response to everyone. President Bola Tinubu has named the Federal Capital Territory FCT Minister Nyesom Wike one of the best performing ministers in his cabinet. I tell you. Meanwhile, just a few days ago, Asari Dokubo was saying that how can Tinubu government have someone that has the character of Wike and expect to get out of plenty troubles. So saying that Wike character, any government with that kind of person in the cabinet will definitely not survive. But then Tinubu has come out to respond to everybody now. Well, okay, that Wike is one of the best performing ministers in his cabinet. He has just said that. I'm telling you. So it means that we have a long way to go, especially those in FCT or those buying property in FCT. Tinubu's commendation is coming amid allegation of land grabbing in the nation's capital. The president spoke recently during his first presidential media chat in Lagos State, of course. So this was part of his media chat. Can you imagine? This was part of his media chat. So asked to address the controversies surrounding the activities of the FCT minister, Tinubu said Nigerians only lack compliance, meaning that Nigerians don't comply to laws, rules, and regulations. But the question is himself as a president, is he obeying all the laws? Is he obeying all the court judgments? Did he obey court judgment before assuming office as a president? That's the question. So all of them do not obey court orders or laws, but then because they're in power, they're trying to blame Nigerians for not obeying laws. This has been a tradition right from time. These people are just surviving because they are in power. I tell you, they have been in power all along passively because they had people in power, that they were using connections to sustain their achievements and their possessions. But generally, these people also do not obey law, and they have caused a lot of things. But it's just that, nobody will talk about them. If you talk about them, they come for you. But they don't have the right to say Nigerians lack compliance. That is it. This administration lacks the moral justification to say other Nigerians lack compliance. I tell you, people who understand what is happening in the country today will know that these people also lack compliance, and so they don't have the moral justification to blame Nigerians for that. So, according to Tinubu, Wike is a good man who is focused on his job, and that is it. Wike is a good man who is focused on his job. So everybody hear that. The president said he's a good man. Nyesom Wike is a performing minister. Nigerians lack compliance. We don't pay our ground rent on time. We don't remember the things to do. The question is, for all the lands that Tinubu has possessed in Lagos, with all the lands that Wike has possessed in River State, Port Harcourt, how far have they paid ground what they call it, ground levy, or what are they calling it? Ground rent. What do you mean by ground rent? How, with Tinubu and his cronies, are they paying ground rent in Lagos and the whole Southwest? Is Wike and his cronies paying ground rent? Are they paying ground rent in Abuja for these new lands that they are dispossessing people from and then repossessing it for themselves? That is the question. So I'm telling you, I want a lot of more political analysts to analyze this thing, and let's get it from different perspectives, because what they're blaming people for is exactly what they are doing. Quite unfortunate that they are having the boldness to come and tell Nigerians that they don't pay ground rent. What? Who takes that? who takes that. And somebody say it is compliance for Satan to blame demons for the killings and destructions because it is their nature. No empathy, no mercy. Exactly. Exactly. Eh? Also, rock gangsters, criminals, and lunatics can never blame another gangster and the brigand certificate forgers and Mr. Steal It, Snatch It, and Run With It. Can never blame a criminal and a lunatic like Wike. Unfortunately, soldiers will soon teach drunken Wike bitter lessons over Abuja land grabbing. Let's wait and see. Somebody say, Lobaton, say another thing. Abi, whoever expecting Tinubu to speak contrary to actions of Wike should think again. Like I said, he will never speak against Wike's action. Hired to execute hatchet job for the current regime. Everybody experienced what happened 2023 election and subsequent elections. Exactly. So he can never say anything wrong about Wike. And anybody thinking that Tinubu will sack Wike or blame Wike is making mistake. There is more to come. They have planned exactly what they want to do, and so they should get ready. So we said, well said, my president. May your days last longer on this earth, not be lie, so that your suffering can also last longer. They're already saying amen to that. And some say, may you continue to experience what Nigerians are facing right now. Amen. They don't give them back. Yeah. So this is the truth. Owners of companies do not renew compliance documents until there is a contract to bid. We need Wike in the life of Nigeria. Let us renew our attitude. You have said your own now. How about you? The people that are making the laws, are they obeying the laws? Are they renewing their grand rent? Are they complying with anything? They're using impunity to take everything in Nigeria. Nigerians in power loot with impunity, not even without style. And somebody say, what do you expect him to say? Now them, take it or leave it. And that is true. Now them. No matter who Tinubu is, he is a fearless man and always takes onus on delegated assignment. Can you imagine? Wike will always like to die for the truth. How can the Speaker of the House acquire land and refuse to formalize it? Treasurers are talking. You don't understand what is happening there. We know that a lot of people have acquired illegal land, but what about Wike and Tinubu? Are you telling me that all the lands they have acquired in both Rivers State and Lagos State, that they have paid all the grand rents, they have paid all of them, even though they have used their position in office to get all documents and then put people in place that would never go after them? So what are you telling me? This is a case of pot calling kettle black. Yes, Nigerians lack compliance, and it's because it started from the top. So who will obey? And even when you catch somebody not complying, he will go and bribe his way through. Just like the people on top have used their connection to get their way through. So it is a culture in Nigeria, and no one person should blame another. That is it. They will always talk so far things doesn't go their way. Can you imagine? This one is talking now. So it's quite unfortunate, but it is what it is. Thank you for listening, and let's have your comment. And Tinubu has now replied to all Nigerians that Wike is one of his best performing ministers. He's doing very well, and that's because Nigerians lack compliance. Okay, thank you for listening, and let's have your own view on this matter.